Hi, I'm Robin. Come with me to read the last 100 pages of Queen of Shadows. This book, it's been a ride so far, but I've heard that the last 100 pages are something else, as with all Sarah J Maas books. So get a cup of tea, get a cozy blanket, and read along with me. PSA, I'm going to try and make this spoiler free. It's just going to be reactions, so if you haven't read it yet, don't worry. Hi, I've set you up to watch me. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my cozy blanket. Let's go. I can't say things without spoiling it. I've just read chapter 76. So if you know, you know. This is when you know a book's good, because you're choosing to sit here and read rather than be out in that lovely sunshine on a Sunday. I started at 528, I'm now at 592, so we're about 70 pages on, and I need a cup of tea. I need a break. Today's tea is Lift Me Up by Bird and Blend. Not sponsored, but if they do want to send me some tea, I will not turn that down. I wish you could smell this through the camera because it's so lovely. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know how to react on camera, but fuck. I'm full of emotion. I just finished the book, and I have a lot of thoughts about so much of it. The last 100 pages, obviously, but where to begin? Where to begin? I also took way too many breaks reading this today. When I say I'm a slow reader, I don't mean that I read pages slowly. I mean that I read half an hour and then I get restless and I have to get up and move and do stuff. So we're now at, oh, it's flipped, 10:30. So I'm gonna write my thoughts down, try and make them coherent, and tell you all tomorrow. Hello, it is the next day. I'm in the same jumper as the last video. I swear I own different cardigans. Okay, let's start that again. Hi, it's the next day. My notes from yesterday go as far as a couple of names on this shoddy scrap piece of paper. But thankfully I've not been able to stop actually thinking about the book. So I don't even think I'll need that prompting for this. Where to start? Because I only read the last like 120 pages that I had left for this video, but I kind of want to just go into like the whole book, but I don't want to give spoilers. So, okay, overall opinion, 5 out of 5. Gonna try and edit some stars in here. I loved it. I loved that book. It took me a while to get through. Like, normally I read about 5 books a month. This one's taken me from the last week of last month up until now. So that's like maybe 20 days-ish, 15 days. And I kind of wanted it to be longer. Like, it is a thick book. She's a big girl. But I just loved every little bit of it. There was no part where I was like, okay, this is boring now. Like, this is filler. Let's move on. It was such a good book. And to say that it's like middle of the series and there's still so much more to come, I'm like thankful but also terrified. Like, what more could possibly happen? But I guess I'll just have to see. If you're new and you're just starting out Throne of Glass, everyone told me bear with it, and I bared with it, and I'm here and I'm loving life. But when I first started, Throne of Glass was not the book for me. It was slow, the emotional relationships, like the characters' relationships weren't really there. The world building was good, but that like character development for me didn't really click until Nehemia in Crown of Midnight. So if you're just starting, hold out. It gets better. Air of Fire and yeah, Queen of Shadows. I'm doing this again. Yesterday when I finished it, I just sat and stared because it was just like, I'm feeling too many things. Like, what do I even do with myself going to work today? Yeah. It's a good book. It's a damn good book. Okay, so I'm going to talk characters. One that really surprised me throughout the whole book, but more so in those last 120 odd pages, was Lysandra. Like, I had such a sort of like built idea of who she was going to be as a character throughout the series. So to then have that like, not even flipped, just change, see how her character changes. I really loved her. She's a badass. She's cool as fuck. I don't even know if that's a spoiler or not, but we're going with it. We're rolling with it. On the flip side of characters that, you know, I really liked, Lysandra. Now there's one that I'm not really so sure on. And I haven't really been so sure on, even in like Air of Fire, is Aelin and Rowan as a pairing. I do think I'm maybe out of the ordinary with that one. I like him. I like him a lot. He's good. I like her. She's obviously... But together? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It might just be because I'm so used to at the moment reading like a lot of slow burns, a lot of yarns, and I suppose they kind of are, like nothing's happened. I don't know, I just don't feel like, oh my god, yeah, I can't wait for those two. It's sort of like, okay, let's read through that chapter quite quickly about them. I don't know, is it just me? It might just be me. I do really like Rowan though. He surprised me. I had people all over Bookster talking about him. I kind of knew he was going to become a more prominent figure in the series. But yeah, he's cool. I like his ability, which like a lot of the times when I'm reading these books, I'm so like blasé, like I'll just kind of goes in, goes out. I just enjoy it. I don't put that much thought into it. But his ability, I feel like, just weaves in so well. With aliens, I guess maybe that's why people see them as like a good pairing, but I do like him. It's not that I don't like him. Characters I wish I had seen more of in this book and wanted more of. Kale, not because I particularly like him. I'm kind of a bit neutral when it comes to Kale. Is that even how his name's pronounced? It is now. That's how I read it, Kale. Like he's some green spinach. Video 2 and the Pushton syndrome hasn't gone yet. It's still here. It's still here. I wish I saw more of Kale. Not because I particularly like him, not because I particularly don't, but I just feel like a lot of his mention, especially earlier on in the book, was very much just like, grrr, you know, like we're moody and we're grumpy. And he is grumpy. But I just kind of wish I got more of like how he was feeling, rather it being implied. Maybe that's just the point of writing. Maybe I'm just not got enough brain cells for that. Anyways, Dorian. Dorian? I can't be saying Dorian wrong, surely. I love him. I've loved him since book 1. Like, book 1 for me was very, we're going off topic here, was very much not a great read for me. I didn't think the character relations were that great, but I did like the world building and the plot, and that's why I stayed in it. But Dorian, even in the first book, was so just like gentle and sweet, and even though he's not, he, in my head, okay. Dorian, my god. Moving on. We're moving on because I can't talk about Dorian. I'm going to talk about a character that surprised me. And different to Lysandra surprised me, Manon. Manon in Heir of Fire, I could not get through her chapters quick enough. Like, I was not interested in anything that was going on with the 13. It just wasn't, I don't know, it didn't gel with me. I wasn't that interested in it. But in this book, I was like, bring her back, bring her back, bring her back, bring her back. Like, I wanted those chapters so much. And the ending of it, like, obviously, spoiler free, not gonna say anything, but loved Manon. She's up there now, I think, with one of my top FMCs across all of fantasy. I just love the development she's been through, but also like the way she interacts differently with different people. I just feel like she's a very complex character, and I like that a lot about her. She's cool. People that I want to see more of in the next books, because I'm done with Queen of Shadows now. Lorcan and Alide. Those two have been sort of speckled in. They've had their little moments that have helped the plot and helped the characters, but I want to see them themselves. I want to see their own journeys and like what happens with them. So I'm fingers crossed that that's coming up soon. From the ending, I'm almost certain that I'm guaranteed to get them again. But you never know. You never know. And then, special shout out, I don't know if it'll be backwards, to this bit in the end. People who died, and thank God. Not in the last 120, not trying to give that away, but throughout the series, people died. It's a Sarah J Maas book. And thank fucking God that they did. Thank God. There were some people that I was like, they've been around for enough books now. It's time that we call this person. So I put that down as a little, we're gonna mention that because thank fucking God. now that she's finished, she's gonna go back on the bookshelf and it's time for the tandem read. Look how thick these books are. Like that, okay, on camera I don't feel like it really shows you, but like these are thick books. Big boys, and I've got to read them together at the same time. I'm excited. If you have watched through this entire chaotic read with me snappy review, then thank you, really appreciate it. If you've made it this far into this chaotic read with me and then snappy review, then thank you, I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Oh no, it wasn't recording.